AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set, 19! 52's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. 59!
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Watson. Open man there is Malone. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
24 is the mic. Watch the run. 24. Watch the run.
Watson on first down. He's going to fire one deep over. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop. 59. Mike to 59. Who there? Who there? Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Hill. Jones has it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, wahoo!
Here's Hill. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Got one. 50 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he comes back with one complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. On 1st down, Morton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a gain of 13, 1st down, Rams. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work. It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. Here's Hill. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready? 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Cover. Check 59. Line 5.
Back to throw. Hill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him. I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm.
He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Hill. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 10 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On the counter, it's Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Where's the set? 19. Check 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 59. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. In the base. Mike, 56.
On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Now Watson. And he's going to go down again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got it to Williams. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. These two teams all tied after one. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Down. 70, Indy. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Snap.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready, set. 37's the mic. Mike 37. You don't want this. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Hill nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
60 kick first.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 60 or. We're not ready. And we're going 37's the mic. Mike 37. We ain't giving up nothing today. And we're going 37's the mic. Mike 37. Let's go, Ty. Yeah. We're going 37's the mic. Mike 37. Go.
3rd and long. It's Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, 31. 56. Mike, 50.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the Rams' 24-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Get out the field, defense.
Watson now to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Exit.
Hill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They run the counter. It's Ferguson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Finish set. 19. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 54. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Hot shot. Here we go. 56.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for
blitz coming, and down he goes. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Alpha. Good.
Here's Hill. And the pressure gets to him again. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Brown. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They start out with a run by Ferguson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Come on, baby. Come on. Spell. Show it up.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Ferguson. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Here's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Come on, set. 15, run. 15, run. True draw, Porter. Bravo.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Snap.
Hill on third down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 24 is the mic. Ricky. Slow. 24 is the mic. And let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Ready up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Motion. Mike, through. Here we go. Mike 59. You must be done.
Now it's the backup Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They are going for it. Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On first down, Ferguson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Josh Malone, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Orville. Yep. There we go. 37 to Mike. Mike 32.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hill. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Mike 5'9".
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And Allen's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, 31.
Now it's Watson. Open man there is Malone. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll run with Ferguson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. 54. 52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Ain't no such thing as a look.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys have now moved out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Kill. Rush in. Shell. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. He'll get this to Eckler. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. Caught by Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now it's Henderson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
X3, 218, chop.
Brings up second and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Now.
They run once more with Henderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 59. Rip left, rip left. Check. Let's go.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And some space here. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on first down. It's Morton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Morton, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks a defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They'll run here with Henderson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Pick up at 2. Brings up second and goal.
I'm coming. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Crunch time, defense. There.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. That's caught. It's Malone. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, I need one over here.
On first down, Ferguson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Quarterback, don't get
To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
3 down. 59. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Exit. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Get off the field. Back.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 52. I'm not ready. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Here we go. Mike 52.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Ferguson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
No, check that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Hey, lock it. Go. Mike, check.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, it's Morton. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give for Henderson running to the right. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Down, 30 base. Come on. 36.
On 3rd down, Morton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
General West. Check 43. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. That's all out. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey! Ready?
Now a give, right side. It's Morton. They find some open field here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That game's gone final in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 56. 56. Mike, 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's not football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Rams, they'll wind up picking up win number 14 on the year. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.